Good morning. As I've been sharing my Bridges workplace seesaw activities, I've received a number of requests on how to do it. And since it's kind of a process, I am making a video as per request. So, first of all, you want to log into Bridges. Your district should have given you an email, address, and a login. If you don't have that, talk to your district. Okay, so you're going to want to go to display materials. Go to digital display materials. And then you're going to want to select your unit and your module. Now I'm still on unit 1. I'm working through module 3 and 4 today. We did the workplace beat you to 5. And then the one I'm working on today is which numeral will win. Now, I did record this once already and my computer shut down. I have a very basic Chromebook that I'm working from. My district computer was reclaimed for refurbishing or whatever it is they do over the summer. So I'm going to try and make this quick and sweet and as helpful as possible. But I am going to shorten it for brevity so that hopefully I will be able to share this with you after I finish filming it. So I have actually already filmed this short video. It's about 5 minutes long. And you can see that on here you have writing tools and you have a spinner. And the spinner doesn't work as long as the writing tool is in writing position. Now, I always goof this up and the pen needs to be pointing down for writing position. So you would intro this, you would give the purpose, you would give why this would apply to real life. My example was if you write a note to your mom and you ask for $5, but it looks like a 2, your mom gives you $2. You didn't get what you wanted. You can't afford to buy what you wanted. And so for this reason, you really want to be able to communicate your writing. So give a purpose. Give the examples. I did some talking about how to form the numbers because this will be one of the earlier lessons. So hit all the key components you want with this. So you would just do this. There's a 3. Grab the pen. Write the 3. Okay, so that's an example of how to use that. Now, moving from here to Seesaw, I have started building this because I was just super frustrated and I needed to take a break after my last video disappeared. So I have put the title and, oh, the other thing I need to show you, sorry, is if you clear your screen here, yes, you can double click and you can save image as. Now I have already saved this, but you'll see it in just a moment. Here it is, which numeral will win JPEG, or sorry, not JPEG, PNG. And so I have that saved. And when I went to Seesaw, that is what I did, is I put it in as my template. So here's my template. And you can see I've added a few things already. I covered up the spinner because it doesn't work and I don't want kids to be confused by that. I added some text boxes over here with emojis in it. You can use something like an emoji keyboard, which allows you to copy and paste if you don't have emoji stuff already built in. On my district computer, I had to do this because they didn't allow extensions on Chrome, and so I was not able to easily put those in without that program. But I put that down because I want them to continue working until 3 numbers have crossed what I called the finish line here. Now, the next part, which is probably the part that people find the most challenging, is what I'm going to demonstrate next, which is putting the movable pieces in. So I went up here and I made, if you notice these have little ladybugs on them. And I thought, okay, that's cute, that's easy. I didn't have anything that had a 0. So in it, sometimes I use card decks, but card decks, the ones I have don't have a joker, so it doesn't count for a 0. So I did this and made it just in Google Slides. I'm looking for, if you notice, when I push insert, my last search shows, oops, theoretically, did it search the web? Transparent, okay? And so then I put these guys in here, and what you have to do to download these as picture files is go to File, Download, and then I just save it as a PNG. Okay, and I'm saving it here. Now, to get it into Seesaw, there's two ways. You can choose to do the upload picture here. And it looks like you can also upload video now, which is kind of cool. I'm not doing that right now. The other way is to grab your folder and to select all the pieces you want at once. Now these will make a pile. You'll have to reorganize. Luckily for us, that's not going to be a lot today because it's only 5. You're going to go to that littler square. You're just going to drag and drop. Okay, so you can see that these are going to be bigger than that space that I had allotted for them. So, which is what I covered up here. So I'm going to want to resize my cards. I kind of wish that they could go the other way. You know what? Maybe I'll rotate it. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. And then I can fill that space in a little bit more. Now, in order to randomize these, you're going to want to, because that one, when I pull this one over here, it's going to automatically go behind it. So let me flip it first. Put it over here next to it. Let's see. It's a bit tricky. I'm going to resize it. I'm going to estimate first, and then I'm going to line it up perfectly because I'm a perfectionist. Ooh, hey, nailed it. Okay, so if I choose to put this one to the front, it will overlap that one. Now, so I'll put one behind, and then I'm going to grab number 2 here. I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to click on bring to front. And then when I put it on top, it's going to sit right on top of this one. Now, I am going to need to duplicate these and have more than one because I need 5 of each. So I'll show you how you do that real fast. I'm not going to finish shuffling them and all of that because that's going to take too long. But you just Control C, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 is what I need. And then I can mix those up with the order. So I would click here. And theoretically, that's saved for now. I can always go back and fix it, which I will after I'm done here. Now, to show you how to get that background template, I'm going to add a new page. Oh, well, I'll duplicate the page. Well, that will not help us. Never mind. When I finish organizing this, I would actually duplicate the next page, and I would put like a quick little, you can do with this. It will record the actions of your mouse and your voice. So I would say, all right, so you're going to draw the card and you're going to look at it. You're going to see how many ladybugs. Then you're going to put it at the bottom. And when you put it at the bottom, then you do the next card, you write it, put it down. And then when you get the winner, you're going to grab this guy over here and you're going to say 0 came in first. So I know which one finished first. And then the next number, say it's number 2. We're going to put it right here. Number 2 was second. And then I'm going to know which numbers finished first, second, and third, just like in the Olympics. And the reason I'd want to duplicate my page before I do this is that now that recording is saved over the top. Now, if you do it that way and you don't want to, don't panic. So say, oh my gosh, I have to start over. You don't. You just go in and you say, oh. And your voice. Blah, blah, so blah. I would say, okay, we don't need that. see if I clicked on this one. Yeah. Okay. So in theory,
all right,
it
so
should give me
the card, and
sorry.
you're going to look at.
I know what I've done wrong. So when I open it again, you want to push that green button so it saves. But when I open it again, I should have the option to re-record.
And your voice. So I would say, all right.
Okay, and for some reason I do not, so I'm not sure why that's
right. So you're going to draw
not working right now. So I'm just gonna delete that for now. So anyways, it does usually give you the option of re-recording that recording so that you if you don't like the way it sounded or whatever. So we'll just exit out for now and I'll fix it in a minute. The next thing you want to do is add multimedia. This is after you've shot your video. Now I uploaded it using Screencast-O-Matic. You can use whatever video system you're familiar with. My friend uses Loom. She really likes it. She thinks the video quality is a little bit better. I'm using what I know. I have a deluxe, which is like $2 a month, not a big expense for me, but look for what works for you. After I uploaded it on there and do any editing that I have planned, then I load it to YouTube here and enter the information. Pick my thumbnail. I usually try and pick the one that looks the least goofy because a lot of times they'll catch you with a face like. So this was the least goofy picture. And that's not actually the least goofy picture, but this is the video. And you're going to click the share button, copy it. And then our school asks us to use SafeTube, which strips off the ads and the possibility that your student is going to click around places they ought not to be. So I'm going to click yes, that's what I want. Not sure what happened there. Okay, let's try that again. So let me make sure that I have copied that correctly. Copy. Not sure why everything's going weird. Okay. Link, should be link. Okay. Oh, that is not pasting. Okay. Clicking copy. There we go. Okay, click that. Oh, and it looks like now they also give you like the option for background. This must be new today. It's kind of cool. Okay, there we go. Okay. Woo. All right. So then your next step is to type your directions. You're going to want to, I'm going to want to include how to use those emoticons to mark the first, second, and third place. I always go down here because we use the skills. You can pull the skills right off of the Common Core and cut and paste it in. I did right numbers from 0 to 20. Obviously, it's not to 20 yet, but you have to start somewhere, and 0 to 5 is that. So I've marked this. This allows my colleagues and myself who are using the skills strand to be able to mark on a rubric how much mastery the child has demonstrated. So that's pretty much it. When you do your instructions, let me just say that it is a good idea to type them and use I'm trying to see where I put it, the seesaw icons. I'm not seeing them right now. So like this is Mike, and then it inserts the picture of a mic there. And then also I always add voice instructions so that students can hear my voice. You can also obviously like delete those and re-record with your own voice when you share it out. So we'll just put that there. You can see there's the microphone tool that they're supposed to use. This is obviously not finished, but it has showed you the process from beginning to end, and I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, feel free to ask me. I am trying really hard to get my units done, but I am happy to help. Good luck and happy